You're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV. Call us at 416-451-8596 or email us at royaltyp@gmail.com.
Hello and welcome to Caribbean Vibrations TV's hottest Caribbean show. I'm your host and guide, Royette, and I am here with Stacey Johnson, founder of Elite Magazine, one of the hottest magazines in Toronto. Yes, we are in Toronto.
Yes, we are.
Hi. I am so happy to be here because not only are you the founder of Elite Magazine and the editor-in-chief, you're also a hairstylist.
Yes, I am. My first profession. And
Right.
then I branched out into doing the magazine.
Right. Stylist to Caribbean Vibrations. Sometimes. So whenever we're going away and I look very, very hot, like I look like I'm just, on fire, it's Stacey that did it. Right?
Well, thanks that you gave me the opportunity to style you and working with you. I enjoyed it.
Elite is one of those hot magazines that showcases Toronto artists, Toronto clubs, Toronto style.
This magazine is on the shelf to educate people about the industry and promoters and people who are in our community doing well, artists that are trying to get out, don't have a platform to get out, and we're just stepping out in faith and trying to help them. So that's what it is.
Okay, so
2 years ago, I started working on a publication that should be out January. I wouldn't say January. I was going to say April. It's called Make Me Over, which MMO. And after doing it, and all the clients kept on coming in the salon talking about giving me a hard time to do their hair to go where they're going. I got curious. I wanted to know what's happening, and that's how I started it. So it's kind of like branching off from what I was doing, and I was already getting good at that, but I wanted to just branch off and do something else for Toronto, not just hair, because I also do people that do other kind of events, and that's one of the reasons why I did it.
Okay, so when I read Elite, what am I going to get from this magazine?
Based on Toronto people, I'd love to branch out. We have things in the work to branch out, but you're going to read fashion that Toronto are making their own, or what they're taking from the runway and making their own. You're going to see artists that are well-known, A-listers that come in concerts from the States, Jamaica, wherever. Anything that will make people know about what's happening in Toronto, that's what we're going to feature.
What is the hottest article in the magazine?
Well,
You know what my hottest article is.
okay, I think a lot of people like the Who Rocked It. Nobody wants to rock the same outfits. I think people look forward to hear my editor's page, what I have to say, because I'm the one setting the tone for what's happening in the publication. I think people like the carpet, they like the man of style, and they like the article, the scoop. Every issue we try to bring new little small articles that people will keep people interested, and they just trying to see who's on the cover.
Right.
So, yeah.
So, okay, people like young women out there, they want to start a magazine, they want to get into hair. What can you tell them about starting up their own business and the pitfalls, the downfalls, and how they can overcome them?
Well, you see me promoting Elite, but what you guys don't know is by summer, for my 33rd birthday, I'm going to put out a publication a book called Salon Brokenness. And that's going to be inspiration to anybody that wants to be an entrepreneur. It talks about my life and things I had to go through to birth other things that I'm doing right now. So that you can get a lot of information. But to answer your question, what I would tell anybody that wants to be, whether a hairdresser or entrepreneur, is that you have to be driven. You have to push yourself even when you don't have support. I think the biggest thing in doing anything is if you don't have support, sometimes you want to give it up, but you have to find that support from within yourself and do it anyhow. Surround yourself with people who believe in what you're saying. That's not going to crush your dream. They're going to encourage you. Even if they don't believe, they're still doing their part by helping you. I want to thank the photographers, and there's people in my life that I've just met by chance that they just helped me, and for that time they were in my life, it helped push forward whatever else I was trying to do. So surround yourself with people who are positive, that want to be good or want to be great, because if you're around people who just always say no to everything or tell you why you can't instead of tell you why you can, you're never going to make it. Yeah.
So where can we find Elite?
On elitemag.ca on our website. And we have 20 locations around the city selling the publication. So if you go on our website, there's a list that's going to show you all the places you can get it. And if you're out there as a business person, you would love to carry your publication, just get in contact with me, 416-751-5199. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Stacey. Now she's about to put some curls in my hair because I look jacked up. Thank you so much. Remember, secret. Hot secret.
Secrethairsalon.com. You can look up my work, and as I said, look for us to do great things. I'm not gonna just use my salon just to do hair, but do whatever God give these hands the power to do. And as I said, I'm looking forward to my book, Salon Brokenness. It's for every hairstylist that's struggling with keeping their business afloat, but they're at the point between giving up and moving forward. But this book, if you read it, it's gonna help you get through the next 10 years of doing hair.
Thank you so much. We're here with Stacey Johnson. You're watching Caribbean Vibrations.